Hey guys, thanks for hanging out with both of us Brandons. Brandon?
Brandon Square.
What's up everyone? Brandon Hawaii Decision. I'm here with Brandon at Studio 303 Wellness Collective here in Haiku. Brandon, pleasure to be here.
Yeah, good to have you here.
Can you tell me more about Studio 303 Wellness Collective?
Yeah, 303 got established about 2 years ago, and I've been here for about a year and a half. And we have fitness classes here. We have bar classes. We have sculpt classes. And then we have circuit training as well. That's all upstairs. That's called the Loft. It's a sister partnership. Downstairs here's the 303 Wellness, and down here we have cold therapy, we have the plunge, and we also have infrared sauna. On top of that, we offer Kangen water, which is hydrogen water mixed with negative ORP, oxidative reduction potential, which is really good for our immune system. And then we also offer esthetician work here as well.
Hey, can we go check out the loft?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Let's do it.
All right, so keep that up. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Roll. 2, 3. Roll. 3, 2. 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 4, 3. 4, 3, 2. 1, 1, 2. Couple steps. 2, 3, 2. Cut your angle. 4, 3, 2. 4, 3, 2. Yep. Cut your angle. 4, 3, 2. 4, 3, 1. 1, 2. 1, 1, 2 to the bottom. 1, right there. 2. 2. Yep. There you go. Elbow down. Right there. 4, 3, 2. One is gonna be a 5. Lead uppercut. Lead uppercut. 2, 3, 2. 2, 3, 2. Yep. There again. 5. 2, 3, 3. And then this side is 4, 3, 2. Uppercut or cross. Okay.
Brandon, if someone's watching this scrolling and if they were really heavy set, like I was 450 pounds about close to 2 years ago, what would you tell them to want them to get started on a health and wellness journey?
Yeah, I think all is mind. So it starts within the mental. So my suggestion to them would be write it down. Write down your reason why. Why do you want to do this? What is motivating you to do this? Right? And then once we find that motivation and we really focus on that, then we can think about the physical afterwards. Then we can put it into action and setting up a game plan for yourself. The structure is going to yield results always. So finding somebody who, you know, is versed in their field of fitness, whether it be a personal trainer, or you can do it on your own, do your research, you know, take a look at your body type, take a look at your BMR, your basal metabolic rate, how many calories you need per day to maintain where you're at, how many calories you need per day to lose weight, to gain weight, whatever the goals are, and then find your baseline for that. In my opinion, your nutrition is going to yield you the most results. So dive into the nutrition first and foremost. And then we can think about your movement modalities and whatever it is that you like to reach for. Everybody is different. You know, some people do not like to run, walk, do cardio, right? There's other forms of that. You can take a class, right? You can learn something new, try kickboxing. You can dabble in anything that you want. You know, just find something that's fun, that's engaging, right? And that's going to give you long-term results. Is if you're enjoying the process, you're going to get there.
Right. I like how that sounds. It's just find movement that you enjoy, that you find fun. I think for myself, I got started in boxing in my early 20s. I joined the class at White Boxing Club, and you know, I'm tall, I'm a big guy. And I walked in there like, oh yeah, this is nothing. I take on these guys or whatever. And I had 16-year-olds like kicking my ass. And I'm like, okay, we need to learn boxing. And so kind of just having something where there's a bunch of people around, you're looking at everyone, especially like pro level guys, like entering into the ring or entering into the cage or whatever, training with that, having that kind of stimulus of like, I need to do better, I need to try harder, I need to work harder, I want to get to this place. I think it's a positive thing because it gives people something to look up to, someone to look up to help motivate them and push them to do their best, I feel.
100%.
I had the opportunity to be in one of Brandon's HIIT classes on the beach, Baldwin Beach, and it was the killer.
They're fun. You have the elements. You have the Aina. You have Moana. You got the ocean. You have community. You have people connecting that otherwise they probably wouldn't. So it's a really beautiful thing to witness in all of that, but it is very taxing on the energy of getting everything all dialed in and put together. So I pulled back a little bit on it, and now I just do them as random pop-ups. And my last one was the one that you went to on Thanksgiving. And then I'm also teaching one March 15th, Sunday, and that one's at 5:30 p.m. For sunset. And right now I'm collaborating with 2 other trainers right now, and they're gonna help out with technique and with form, because we're expecting a pretty big class upwards towards 30 in this one. HIIT stands for high intensity interval training. I've been doing this for about 20 years now, and I've had the pleasure and the opportunity to dabble in all different sorts of movement modalities. And I kind of created my own within the principles of HIIT. And the principles that I use for that is 30 seconds of work, and we take about a 10-15 second break, and then we're moving on to our next exercise. I blend in mobility training, fascia training, balance training, weight training with free weights and resistance bands. Then we get into some plyometrics, working our power and our type 2 muscle fibers. And then we finish it off with deep stretching right at the end of class.
Why did you choose health and wellness as a profession?
Well, I started exercising at a pretty young age, because I was kind of a shorter, out of shape, pretty obese child. And right in, I believe it was high school, I started working out. I was about 15 years old. I think that's what it was. And I just kind of fell in love with it. You know, when you're a young kid, you're like, wow, abs, biceps, wow, these are cool. And I just kind of followed that suit, and I got in really great shape in my teenage years. And then I moved to Florida, from New York to Florida, and I was about 20 years old, and I was just cooking at the time, and I joined a gym called Lifestyle Family Fitness down there. The manager who signed me up for my membership, she was actually from New York, in the same area of New York, so we hit it off really well. And she was like, I want you to work for me. And I'm like, I'm a cook. I don't know how to do any of this stuff. I know how to work myself out. You want me to be a trainer? She's like, no, I want you to be in membership sales. I really love your personality, and I think you have a lot of potential in membership sales. And I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. So I started selling gym memberships in Florida for about a year, and I would always witness the trainers and witness the connection that they have with their clients and the energy that was emanating from them. And I was like, I want to do that. And it really sparked a fire in me to help people, to connect with people. And then, you know, on a deeper level, I saw a lot of my family members going through a lot of health concerns due to their lifestyle. Genetics plays a factor, but a lot of it is due to lifestyle. And I encourage my family members my entire life to get active, to eat healthy, to get on a good path with their health and wellness.
What do you eat? Do you meal prep, or what does nutrition look like for you?
That's been a long journey. So in my early days, I would meal prep all of the time. That would be my Sunday ritual, and have everything very, very structured. After, you know, over a decade of that, it got kind of tedious, pretty monotonous for me, and I was searching for more variety and more freedom. So after I learned, you know, the basics of my macronutrients and my micronutrients and my supplementation, then I have like this baseline that I can work within, and then just reach for these foods that I know are going to be conducive to my health and also my results. So I'm a lot less structured now, but I always keep in mind my water intake, my protein intake, what type of carbohydrates I'm reaching for, whether it's a simple or a complex carbohydrate, and making sure I get in all my micronutrients throughout my fruits and vegetables. And then I've tried intermittent fasting. Every once in a while, I'll do some resets, which is 24, 48, or 72-hour fast. And I do that for autophagy, so that I regenerate the cells. And I also do it for the brain too, for the BDNF, brain-derived neurotropic factor. But it's a lot more loose now, to where I don't feel like, oh my gosh, I gotta get this at this time and I gotta portion this out at this, it's good in some scenarios, say like bodybuilding, people starting out, finding their rhythm within their nutrition and really understanding your body and listening to what your body needs.
You gotta have some structure, but once you know and understand your body and what works well with it, then you can kind of flow with it and just kind of be free a little bit with your diet. And you know what works for you and what doesn't work for you. You know if the keto's great and it's working, or if you need to switch to a more high carbohydrate diet, you can vary the thing up, without having to be so structured. So I really like what you said about nutrition.
I really appreciate the 80-20 rule. 80% eating clean, being very conscious of what you're ingesting in your body. And then 20%, we're social creatures, right? We go out with friends, we go out with family, we have Thanksgiving dinner, we have Christmas dinner, things like that. And you want to enjoy this whole spectrum of the human experience with your friends and with your family. So I use that 20% to have dinner with my partner, right? Enjoy dinner with the family. Holiday times, I'm not going to deprive myself, but I'm always watching, my portion control, where I'm not stuffing myself.
Yeah. Are you just here at the studio in Haiku, or do you travel around the island?
I needed a space where I could teach classes. And I also work at a studio in Kihei, Pacific Therapy and Wellness. And down there they have physical therapy, and then we also have personal training. But all of that is mostly one-on-one, and we can only get maybe semi-privates, which are 2 at a time at most. Because it is a smaller space, but we have a full gym setup over there. I've been there for about 4 years. And I also, up country, 2 days a week, I go to people's homes and I train people at parks and things like that.
I know you do classes and whatnot, but do you do one-on-ones? And do you train a specific type of person, or you work with all sorts of different people, like at different age groups or whatever?
Yeah, that's what makes my job really fun, really interesting. And I've been doing this for 20 years now, and I'm not bored of it because of that. So I have people that I work with in corrective exercise. I have clients upwards towards 80 years old right now. One is 80 years old. My youngest right now is 7 years old. And I've worked with, I'm currently working with a lady with Parkinson's right now. I have a few other clients who are above the age of 65. And then I have some athletes I work with. I have middle-aged women that I work with. I have 2 teenagers that I work with. So it gives me a good variety of training. So one session could look like corrective exercise. The next, we're going into self-defense. The next, we're going into working with a keiki. The next one, it could look like, I'm working with an athlete. So it gives me a really fun range to work within. And I've had the opportunity to get certified in almost every movement modality. So I'm confident I can help everybody of all ages, of all fitness levels.
That's wonderful. I think that's great. It's totally awesome to have someone who is an expert in many different fields, because you have all that variety and all that knowledge to give all these people. I think that's a wonderful thing.
Thank you.
Do you have any advice for me as I'm heading into, looking at about 5 months out to my bodybuilding competition in Houston, Texas, Summer Shredding 2026? Do you have any advice for me?
Yeah, from my understanding and knowing you, I've seen a lot of your reels and your posts on social media, and it seems like you have everything really dialed in. It seems like you have a really strong mindset. Your nutrition is on point. Your work ethic is above the roof. So I'd say just keep doing what you're doing and remain focused, but a calm focus, right? We don't want that heightened nervous system, right? So what I like to do in those moments is just breathe, right? Knowing that you did everything you could do within your preparation, and trust that, believe in that, and just know that you're going to yield amazing results from that.
Thanks for hanging out with both of us, Brandon, pleasure to be here.
Yeah, good to have you here.
Yeah, totally awesome. If people want to go and check you out, how do they get a hold of you?
Warrior Tribe Fitness Maui. And I'm also on all the social media, on Instagram, on Facebook. And then, they can always call me direct as well.
What's your Instagram handle?
It's Warrior Tribe Fitness Maui.
Thanks for having me here. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Thanks for watching my video, guys. And remember, it's always a wise decision.